Well, the days of the media shop just being the media shop are slightly different in a 2020 context because the media shop has, of course, taken great strides towards becoming an integrated marketing agency. Joining us to speak a little bit more about that transition and that journey is the MD of the Media Shop Johannesburg, Kgaugelo Maphai. What does that mean when we say the media shop is an IMC?
The industry as a whole is going through some kind of evolution, and I think the roles of agencies are becoming a bit blurred. What's becoming clear is that consumers are evolving and how they engage with just media is also changing. People are not watching TV the same way they used to watch it. And as such, we looked at it a few years ago and said, how does media become an integral part of connecting consumers with brands? Because media is a touch point, but I think you'll also agree that media can't solve every problem. So we started piloting a process where we looked at seeing how we could actually go beyond media. So at the moment, when a brief comes in, it won't be unusual for us to make a recommendation to go with PR and then an activation and then bring in media as part of a communication strategy. And that's fundamentally what we want to be able to do so that we are solving business problems.
And what would you say it is that sets Media Shop apart as the people that do this best?
I think in this day and age where there's a proliferation of data and big data, we end up doing our jobs just based on spreadsheets and numbers and analytics, and actually just forget people. And we spend a bit of money in really trying to galvanize our strategists and planners to go back to understanding people and really to become a bit curious about just how people live. So what we actually did to support that is we sent our staff throughout the year to different parts of the country, just to go and see how people live. So, we sent them to Bloemfontein for 2.5 days. And it was interesting when my staff came back, just some of the observations they made, which were very different to what they exposed to in Joburg.
Yeah.
So if you've never traveled outside of Joburg, you forget that, there's other provinces.
Yeah.
And people in those provinces live very differently. So it's imperative for us to have a deep understanding of what's happening in the country.
Any sort of really great examples of Media Shop having done something really great in the IMC space?
One of our clients gave us a media brief in the QSR space, Debonairs, late last year. And it was really to push trial, to find some non-users who had never had pizza before. And while it came in as a media brief, we reverted with an activation solution which also had media in it, and managed to help them reach more people that they initially had anticipated. With our new thinking now, we're able to look at the brief, understand what they're really trying to do, ask the real questions, because I think our job more and more is going to become around critical thinking, and the most important aspect of that is asking the right questions.
Fantastic. Well, it's going to be exciting to see in a year from now what the outcomes are. Joining us there to speak a little bit more about the Media Shop Johannesburg's move to becoming more of an integrated marketing agency is Kgaugelo Maphai. Kgaugelo, thanks so much for stopping by. We're going to touch base in 365 days.
Yeah, no, that's perfect, man. And I hope we'll probably need 10 minutes.